What is going on, family? High Kill Speaks here, back with another video. And today I wanted to go over the power of no. It's the most underrated yet powerful skill to have in life. I mean, it can truly make or break you. So I wanted to go over the dangers of not having that skill, the benefits to saying no, and just a brief breakdown on how to say it. And so I want to get started by first saying, yeah, it definitely seems to be a stigma to saying no. You know, we live in a culture of FOMO, the fear of missing out, where you have to follow the path of everyone else. It's like a herd mentality. If you don't, then apparently you're standoffish, you're square. But I want to definitely let you know that that's not the case. And that you staying in that herd mentality and continuing to just say yes to everything is doing more harm than good to you. And so I wanted to go over the dangers of it. And the first thing I want to talk about when it comes to the dangers of just saying yes is putting time and energy in things that bring no substance. Because you're going to continually commit to things that really don't align with you, all for the sake of just saying yes. And that is going to drain your time, drain your life, because you're put in a lot of situations where you would have been better off not, committed to. And so that's one danger. And then the other thing I wanted to talk about is people will prey on people who say yes continually. People will find your kindness for weakness. And there are people who seek that out to find people that they can use for their own personal gain and benefit. So you definitely want to be watchful for who you say yes to, because there's people who are going to try to manipulate you into really benefiting them. So that's a danger. And then now I want to go over the benefits to saying no. First thing is that overall you're protecting your peace. You're not overly committed to any obligations. Whatever you do, you are confident that it's going to, help you in the long run, and that it's going to be beneficial, for all parties and, whatever you commit to. And then the other benefit is that you have the ability to budget your time and your energy. Now, obviously, time is one of the most valuable assets because you can't earn it back. So it's important that you use it wisely. And then with that being said, that is going to empower you, because you're going to continue to validate yourself with the power of free will, that you have choices to make in this life to really determine on where your destiny is going to be. So whenever you can say no, you can filter out the things that's noise to you, that alone, you're going to have way more value. It's going to be a great feeling just from the act of just saying it. And then on the flip side of that coin, your yeses are now going to have way more weight, way more substance. With people who say yes just off the whim, just continually, the truth of the matter is a lot of people don't respect their decisions because they're just going with the wind. But someone who says no, someone who stands their ground on where they decide to go, their yeses have more meaning to it because they value where they put their energy and time. And so that's basically kind of what I want to talk about with the benefits. And then the last thing I wanted to explain is just the how, and just to put it briefly, whenever you're wanting to say no to anybody, whether it's friends, family, whoever, the best way to do it is just keep it short and to the point. You don't have to come out with some, paragraph, little short story explanation on, why you couldn't make it to the club with your boys. You know, you don't have to say that, you know, your great uncle's chimpanzee was sick, so you have to babysit it. And yeah, so just keep it short, keep it straightforward. Hey, I appreciate it, but you know, unfortunately, I already had plans. And I mean, overall, just seal it with a well wish. You know, it doesn't have to come across rude, disrespectful. You know, you can still say no in a respectful manner. You say, hey, you know, I appreciate the offer, but you know, I won't be able to make it. But hey, I really do hope you all enjoy yourselves. You know, so you know, keep it short, sweet, and respectful. But yeah, that's really all I had today. So I thought this was a very important topic to talk about because you know ultimately your life is determined by what you say yes to. So choose wisely. But that's really all I have. I hope y'all really enjoyed this video. If you guys had any thoughts and you know tips on the power of no, definitely leave a comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support, and I will see you on the next one. Peace.